Hello, welcome to Slow Flow Sunday with Leah on Yoga for Love Healing Arts Center and Community. And today we're going to move slow, move mindfully. So let's get ready. Go ahead and come onto your mat. And we're going to start lying down. I posted in the group in the comment on my post about my class today a couple of Spotify playlists that I recommend. So hopefully you have some music. So find yourself lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. And we'll just take our hands and rest them on our belly. Start to tune into your exhales. Noticing the inhales, but really linger on the exhale. Letting each exhale get deeper and longer than the last. Feel that sinking feeling in your belly. As you let go, commit to this hour for yourself, to this practice, to presence on the mat today. To connecting with that inner joy and to really doing what it takes to heal from the inside. Now on your next exhale, we'll go ahead and start to take a little bit of pressure. So we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor just slightly as you exhale. Squeeze that pelvic floor, and then let the low belly press the air out as well. As you inhale, soften, relax, make space. When you exhale, draw that belly down and in, just gently activating the pelvic floor. What you'll find starts to happen after a few breaths is you'll notice that your pelvis is shifting just slightly. And what you're doing is your pubic bone is pulling up just a tiny, tiny bit towards the navel. That's what we're looking for. And what's happening there is it's taking your spine into this delicious alignment, really bringing, maybe even almost taking that lumbar spine all the way down to connect to the mat. It's okay if you don't get there. This is a very small, very subtle movement. So doing a few more breaths like this, tuning in. Inhale, relax, soften, open, make space for the breath. Exhale, feel that pull from the bottom up, like you're zipping up a zipper. Now let go of that and just notice how you feel. In our slow flow classes, our mindful movement classes, we do a lot of pausing between the movements to tune into how the body feels. Now we're going to take our hands down by our side, palms are down. And we're going to do that same action with the breath. In fact, throughout most of class today, that's the action that we're taking with the breath, unless I say let go of the breath. So notice that you relax and soften, open, make space on your inhales, and that your exhales draw in and together and pull that belly down. Okay? So now we're going to add a floating of the right arm. So inhale, open, make space, float the right arm up. Tap the back of the hand on the floor behind you. Exhale, draw the belly in and float the arm back down. Excuse me. Inhale. Staying on the right arm. Exhale. Inhale, floats it up. Exhale, back down. Feel the belly pull the arm down. Now we're going to float the arm up and hold it. This time as you exhale, the arm stays, but you still feel that pull. Oh my gosh, I need to get a drink of water. I think I should turn my fan off. Sorry. Keep breathing with your right arm up. Noticing as you inhale, you're stretching open, making space. And as you exhale, you soften. One more time. Inhale. Exhale this time, belly pulls in and float the arm back down. We'll take a short pause here, just noticing how the right side body feels, noticing how the shoulder, the arm, the hand, maybe you can start to feel some of that prana flowing through you. Now we're going to do the other. Seriously. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I should stay sitting up, but you stay laying down. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is happening. Okay, so we're going to do the left arm, floating up. Exhale, float it back down. Stay lying on your back. I just have to sit up because for some reason, my sinuses have decided not to let me lay down. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, back down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up, and we're going to hold. So again, you're lying on your back. And inhale reaches that arm up. Exhale draws the belly in, soften through the arm. Exhale, soften. Inhale to reach. Exhale to soften. And of course, I have an alarm that goes off right now too. Inhale to reach. And exhale draws it all the way back down. Taking our little pause, noticing how the left side body feels. And now I'm going to lay back down because I have to demo this for you guys, but hopefully I won't start choking again. So now we're going to add to that. We're going to add the leg. So as you inhale, you're going to make space and go ahead and slide the heel down. Exhale, belly draws in, brings everything back together. Next side. Inhale, open. Exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale down. One more time. And exhale down. I really thought I was fine that time. I'm going to be real honest. I think it's dusty in my room. I haven't vacuumed as consistently as I do whenever I'm teaching in here. So I think that's probably what the problem is. That's embarrassing. But whatever. So we're going to take our pause and notice how that feels on the right side body. And now we'll do the left side. I am going to stay sitting, but it's the same action. So inhale, floats the left arm up, takes the left leg straight, and exhale back down. Inhale, float it up, and exhale down. Inhale up, open, make space, and exhale back down. One more time. And exhale back down. Take a little pause. Notice how that side body feels. Oh my God. I really hope this is over soon. Now we're going to do all 4 parts. So both arms, both legs at the same time. I will demo, and then I'm going to sit back up. We're going to inhale, float both arms, take both legs out. Exhale, draws everything back in together. Yeah? Take it nice and slow. Inhale, floats it up. Exhale, back together. Inhale. And exhale back down. Inhaling up. And exhale down.
Now we're going to inhale, float open, and stay. We're going to take this into a little bit of a side stretch. So take your right arm across your body and grab your right wrist with your left hand. And then you can kind of scooch both feet down to the bottom left-hand corner of the mat. I'll lay down and show you what this looks like. So your feet are over towards the bottom left-hand corner. Your hands are towards the top right-hand corner. And you're in your little bow shape, your little banana. An option here, if you'd like to take it a little bit deeper, is to cross the right ankle over the left. Thinking, inhale, open, make space, reach, stretch that side body, and exhale to soften. And then inhale, exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale both. Reach your feet away, reach your hands away. Exhale, soften. And we'll go to the other side. So left hand comes over, left wrist and right hand. Bring both feet over to the right side. Inhale, open. Let's hope I stay not choking. Exhale, soften. You can also cross those ankles. Bring the left foot over the right. And then one more inhale. And exhale back to center. And then all, just top and bottom. Inhale, reach your fingertips away, reach your heels away. Exhale, soften, just relax, stay here. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften. Last one. And this time as you exhale, drawing both hands down, both knees up, coming back to a center. These times in between the movements when we pause are just as important as the flow. This is when you get that opportunity to feel inside your body and notice how it feels. Now we're going to bring our knees up and put our knees, your knees can be together or apart, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And we're going to kind of rock from side to side. Use your head in line with your knees. So when your knees go to the right, your head goes to the left. When your knees go to the left, your head goes to the left. And now we're going to take in a little bit of an eye gaze practice. So your eyes are going to track along the ceiling with wherever you're floating. To really focus the eyes, noticing, seeing, and kind of just let go of the breath. Continuing to breathe deeply and move slowly, but not focusing on inhaling in any direction and exhaling in any direction. Also, don't rock all the way over to the side. This is just about 30 to 50% rock. Feeling your spine, noticing how that feels. Using that eye gaze, tracking across the ceiling from one corner to the other. And then coming back to center when you finish your second side. Feet down, take a pause, notice how you feel. How do your eyes feel? Close your eyes and notice how they feel. How does your spine feel? We're going to come up onto all fours. Okay, hopefully that's over with. Woo, that was not pleasant. Okay, so when I come into my all fours position, I really like to put a blanket under my knees, but that is totally optional. It just creates a little bit more cushion and it's more comfortable for me. And we're going to take our hands, our wrists are generally speaking under our shoulders, knees generally speaking under our hips. The tops of the feet are flat on the mat. Inhale, open, make space. Exhale, draw the belly in. Feel the pubic bone pulling up towards the navel, taking the spine into alignment. Hold this alignment and continue to breathe here with a firm belly. Now we're going to inhale, lift your head, lift your chest. Don't move your pelvis. Exhale, rock backwards. Lower your elbows, lower your hips over your heels, lower your forehead. Inhale, come all the way back up. Keep your pelvis in alignment. Lift your head, lift your chest. Exhale, rock backwards. Lower your elbows, lower your hips, lower your forehead. Inhaling up. Exhale, rock back. So this is not cat-cow. This is not a full deep extension and flexion. This is very gentle. Exhale back down. Last one. And exhale down. We'll hold in our child's pose for just a moment here. If you would like to make some adjustments for our hold, you can take your knees apart or bring your hands in or whatever feels good to you right now. Noticing how your spine feels, noticing the hips, noticing the shoulders. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale, draw the belly in, finding that firm core and that flat back. We're going to take a little bit of our balance here, and then we're going to add to it. So shift your weight to your right hand and your left knee. Slide your left hand and your right foot away. And this can be your posture. This can be it. You can be happy here and good to go. Or you can lift. If you lift, make sure you only lift in line with the gluteal fold. We're not going into extension here. Hold this. And exhale, bring it down. Switch sides. Shift your weight, then slide your hand and foot away. Start here. How does this feel? If this is your happy place, stay. Otherwise, you can lift just in line with the gluteal fold in the shoulder. We're not going into extension. Breathe here. One more inhale. And exhale, bring it down. Notice how you feel. You can sit, give your wrists a break. Now we're going to put that together and make a flow out of all of it. So starting with, it doesn't matter which side. You're switching back and forth between sides. So shift your weight to one hand and inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. Elbows, hips, forehead. Inhale, switch sides. Shift your weight to the other side. Lift. Exhale down. Elbows, hips, forehead. Yeah? Inhaling up into your extension and exhaling back down, gently making your way into child's pose. Inhale up, shift your weight, other side. And you could be moving at a different pace than I'm moving. Maybe you're moving a little slower. Hopefully you're not moving too much faster. We don't call it Slow Flow Sunday for nothing. Inhaling up. We'll do one more time on each side. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And then stay in your child's pose. I'm going to sit up. Notice how your breath is moving. Notice how the spine feels. Notice how the shoulders feel. And then we're going to make our way to a standing position. So sitting up first. Take your time. I like to rock back onto my toes and stand straight up. You could also bring one foot up and then the other. Inhale on the way up. Oh my gosh, I'm so done with that. Finding yourself in your mountain pose. Soften the knees. Feel the belly drawing in on the exhales. We're going to start with a little bit of a flop fist. So making a fist with your hand, your thumb is on the outside of your fingers, and you're just gonna flop around your wrist. And we're gonna beat upon ourselves a bit. This is such a great way to wake up your prana. So starting with, it doesn't matter, we're doing both sides. So just start with one. I'm using my right hand, and then start to bang around your left shoulder. All the way around. And then we're gonna go down the arm. So going down the back side of the arm, flip your hand and come back up the front side. You know, I switched walls. Keep going down the outside because I thought I might be more visible against this wall. I'm not. I pale. I blend right into my wall. And then back up. That'll be your last time. And go all around the shoulders, come up the neck. Just a little bit of floppy fist count. It's very nice. And then we're going to stop, release, let go, place the hand down. And if you can, close your eyes, close your eyes. If not, just look downward and notice how that feels. So you might feel some tingling in the hand that was floppy. You probably feel some warmth or some tingling in the arm. Just notice what that feels like. Now let's switch sides. So floppy fist on the other side is going to feel a lot different. And start flopping around your shoulder. Good Lord. So I hope my microphone's working because I have nobody on live here in Zoom. Down the arm, and if anybody's watching live and making comments, I can't see it. So hopefully the microphone's working. Last week it was a little wonky for me, so I did some testing this week. Back up the inside of the arm and down the back side of the arm. This will be our third time. A couple more times around the shoulder. And then release and stop. Notice how it feels. Feeling that hand tingling, feeling the arm tingling. And then we're going to do both and be a gorilla. You have to make the noise. From one side across the chest to the other. Oh my gosh, I really needed this right now, huh? And release. And then notice how that feels. On your next inhale, float both arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, soften the knees, come about a third of the way down. Inhale, come back up. I'll turn sideways. Exhale, come about halfway down. Inhale, back up. Press down through the heels as you come up. Exhale, about 2/3, 3/4. Inhale. And exhale all the way down, forward fold. Now this is a place where if you are not reaching the ground, you can put your hands on your shin, or you can use a block. And what I want you to do here is on your inhales, think about pressing through the legs, like you're lengthening out through the back of the legs, so you're straightening the knees as much as possible. Now soften. Inhale to straighten. And exhale to soften. Exhale here. Inhale. Start to lift back up. Just come part way. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your knees soft now. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale up, 3/4. Exhale, down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, let the arms float down. And pause. Notice how that feels. Notice your spine. Notice your low back. Notice the hamstrings, back of the legs, back of the knees. Okay, now from here, we're going to step into our warrior one. So when we step into warrior one, we basically just take one foot forward and the other foot stays back. There's like on a train track. Okay, the front foot stays facing forward. The back foot can turn out about 45 degrees. I'm going to turn sideways so you can kind of see what we're going to be doing here, but make sure that your feet are not in line with each other. We're not walking a tightrope, side by side on a train track. And what we're going to do now, feel that pull up of the pubic bone. Inhale, soften the knee, float the arms up. Exhale, bring it back to your starting point. Okay? Inhale. Small is better on the bend. Exhale back. So even if you feel super strong and you can go into a super deep bend, keep it small. That can be way more challenging. Inhale up. Exhale down. And now we're going to hold. Inhale up. And exhale here. As you inhale, think about reaching between the heel, the back heel, and the fingertips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften. Now inhale. We're going to straighten the front leg and hinge at the hips. Come just about a third of the way down. Inhale, back up, soften the front knee, back into a warrior pose. Exhale, this time straighten the front leg, go about a halfway down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, 3/4 of the way down. Inhale, back up. And exhale all the way down. Now your all the way down may look like about 50%, and that's fine. Your all the way down may look like hands on the floor. That's fine too. Making sure we're not compromising the integrity hip structure here. So we're still hips facing forward. You can soften through your head and neck, and we're going to do the same thing here. So if your knee was a little soft on your bend, as you inhale, think about lengthening out through the back of the leg, right here. And exhale, soften. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften. Soften your knee. And on your next inhale, come up about 30%. Exhale down. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale 3/4. Exhale down. And inhale all the way up. And then exhale, step together. Notice how that feels. Checking one side versus the other. I just noticed my clock isn't working in here, so I need my phone to see what time it is. Oh, perfect. Now we'll do the other side. So this time, step the other foot forward. Noticing that I'm not lining them up like a tightrope. Side by side like you're on a train track. The back foot turns out just slightly, okay? I'll stay facing forward this time. Inhale, floats them up. Soften the front leg. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. I'm bending the front leg just slightly. I am going to turn sideways. I feel like you can't see. Last one we're going to hold. Inhale to reach. Feel that length. Exhale down. Inhale, not down, just soften. Sorry. Exhale to soften. Inhale to reach. Exhale to soften. Now we're going to start our fold. Inhale to reach. Exhale, just the 3/4. I mean 1/4. Wow. And exhale halfway down. Ooh, my brain just stopped halfway through class. That's how far I made it. And exhale 3/4 of the way down. Inhale back up. And then we'll exhale all the way down. Again, whatever your all the way down looks like is fine. You might want blocks here too to put your hands on. Your shin is fine, but your blocks can feel a little bit more supportive. Relax through the head. Inhale, lengthening out through the back of that front leg. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Keep it soft. Inhale, a little ways up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, 3/4. Exhale, down. And inhale all the way back up to warrior one. Exhale, step together. Lovely. Very nice. Noticing, taking that pause, tuning in. Notice the difference from one side to the next. It is such a great opportunity to notice if there are any parts in your body that are crying out for your attention. Now we're going to inhale, arms come up to the front. Exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, but soften the knees and sit the booty down. So a little chair here. Noticing your weight over your heels. You don't have to go real far down. I'm just in a very small chair. Pull that low belly up. And just take deep inhales and exhales, really drawing in the belly on your exhales, squeezing the pelvic floor. One more. Then inhale to stand up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and forward fold. Soften your knees. And just hang loose here for a couple breaths. And on your next inhale, reach your arms forward. Press out through your heels. All the way up. Exhale, arms float down. Pause. Notice how the legs are feeling. Notice how the glutes are feeling. And now we're going to come back down to the floor. I'm going to lay out some blankets for me because I'm really wondering if I don't usually use this little carpet. So I'm wondering if that's what's causing me drama. Don't want your drama, carpet. So try a blanket cover. And we're just going to come lay down in our prone position. So belly's down. Bringing your tops of the feet flat on the floor behind you. Hands are up underneath your shoulders. Elbows are squeezed. And take your nose down to the mat. Now from here, we're going to practice our cobra, but what we're going to do is we're going to think about it. And don't discount this step because this is extremely powerful. It is just as beneficial to visualize your practice as it is to do the practice. Maybe not just as, but it's very powerful. Okay, so from here, don't move. Just think about it. Close your eyes. When you inhale, imagine lifting your head, lifting your shoulders, lifting your chest, pressing your pubic bone down, exhaling, slowly lowering yourself back down. Now we're going to think about it again. Inhaling, you'll lift your head, your face, your shoulders, your scapula will slide down your back, your chest will lift, drive that tailbone down. Exhale, you'll lower back down. One more time, inhale. Imagine lifting your head, your shoulders, your chest, and exhaling to lower them back down. We'll take a little pause. You can even bring your arms out in front of you and lower your forehead down. Just notice how that feels to not even have moved. Okay, bring your hands back up underneath your shoulders. And this time we're going to just move a tiny, tiny bit. And I mean like a tiny, tiny bit. So think like half inch, quarter inch. That's all your face is going to move. We're going to do the exact same thing. Keep pressing down with the pubic bone. The tailbone is driving down. Pull your scapula down your back. And on your next inhale, lift your nose just about a half an inch. Notice the spinal muscles that turn on to do this. Exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, lift just a tiny bit. Exhaling down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Your arms out underneath your forehead and pause. Tune into those erector spinae muscles, those little teeny tiny muscles that run along your spine. You guys, these muscles work so hard every day just to keep you upright. We're bringing those things into our conscious awareness when we tune in, when we move slow, and when we move small. So notice them. Can you feel which muscles we're tightening? If you can't right now, that's okay. It takes practice. It's subtle. Okay, and now for the moment you've all been waiting for, we will do our full baby cobra. So hands up underneath the shoulders. Elbow pressing down, tailbone pressing down. On your next inhale, slowly lift the face. Back, scapula pulling down your back. Do not press. Exhale. 5. Inhale, lift. Be going at a different rate than I'm going. That's okay. Making sure you're not going at the cervical spine. In other words, we're not lifting our face up. We're keeping our spine, the back of the neck, nice and long. Rolls on the back of your neck. You know what a pack of hot dogs looks like, right? Don't do that. Inhale, slowly lift. And exhale down. Bringing your arms up underneath your forehead for a moment's pause here. Now, when we move the bigger muscles, it can be even harder to feel those tiny ones that move whenever you are just doing a tiny movement. So see if you can't tune into them now. Along the spine, between the shoulders, even in the core. All right. Now we're going to flip over onto your back. We're going to pray I don't choke again. For practice today. Oh. And bring your knees up. Whatever feels more comfortable for you. So relax, open, make space. Exhale, that belly draws in. The knees will shift just slightly towards the chest. Inhale, open, make space. Exhale, belly firms. Pull that pubic bone up. So you'll notice I'm not actually moving my legs, my knees. And even if you don't move at all, that's okay. Intend it. Inhale, open, relax through the belly. Exhale, firm the belly. Pull up the pelvic floor. Inhale, relax. Open. Make space for your ribs and for your lungs to expand. And then exhale, pressing the air out from your belly up. Very nice. Set your feet down, taking a pause. Notice how this feels. Now we're going to take a little bit of space between our feet, and we're going to windshield wiper the knees here. Think, inhale, open, make your knees go from one to one side. Exhale, draws the belly in, back up. Inhale, open, make space. And we're not looking to go all the way down here, okay? So just 50% or less. Because if you go too far down, what happens a lot of times is we go into this extension in the spine to make our knees go down, and that's not what we're looking for. This is a just for the low spine, for the low back. Draw the knees together or back to the center. Inhale, open, make space. Inhale, open, make space. Exhale. Finishing up the second side from wherever you are. Bringing your into alignment with your sits bones. Finding a little pause here. Notice how the back feels. Notice how the spine feels. Now engaging your palms into the mat, pressing your feet down into the floor. Inhale, slowly roll the hips up. Just exhale, roll back down. Inhale, rolls them up. Exhale, rolls it down. Inhale up. Again, just going up 50%. Exhale down. There's a lot of benefit in holding back and forcing yourself into this place. We're going to hold up now. Exhale here. Inhale, maybe press and lift a little higher, but not into full extension. Exhale to soften. Noticing the subtle movements, noticing the muscles that work small. Inhale to press. Exhale to soften. One more time. Exhale, rolls. And pause here when you get to the bottom. Noticing how your body feels, your spine, your glutes, your hips, your quads, your hamstrings. And then maybe you want to back up to your chest for a second. You can rock around a little bit. And then grab a block if you have it. If not, you can use a folded blanket as well. I prefer to use something, though, for this practice today. Setting your feet back down. We're going to press and lift the hips and slide that block right up underneath the sacrum, the tailbone. When you get into the position, you may want to adjust. So bringing your feet back down, moving around your prop, and then bringing your feet back up this way. Once you get here, hands are down, palms are down, lifting your feet up, putting your feet up towards the ceiling, okay? And your knees can be a little bit soft here if you need them to be. And just taking a moment and sending your feet some love, honoring them for all the work that they do for you every day, carrying your body around all day long. It's a big job. And even if they sometimes complain, they still show up every single day for you. So thank you, feet. It's your turn to be up there while we stay down here. Noticing how this position changes maybe the feelings in your feet and your legs. Maybe it changes the temperature. I know for me, my feet start to feel cold. Coming down my legs really slowly, so notice that. If you start to get tired here at any point, you can bring your feet back down. Always find a little movement in your feet if you want to kind of pedal out your ankles or take circles. That would be fine. Just remembering to keep it even. Whatever you do on one side, do on the other. If you make circles, make sure you go both directions. And just stay. Slowly but surely, maybe even 1 foot at a time, coming back down, noticing how that feels. Press and lift the hips and remove your block. Lowering the hips back down. Taking a little pause here before we settle in for Shavasana. Notice how your body feels. Notice how your legs feel. Notice how your feet feel. And then lay down for Shavasana. So grabbing your cushion can be very nice. I'm not going to stay laying down. I'm going to sit up to talk through it, but let me demo a nice cushion beneath your knees here. And that can be very nice on the low back. Turn your palms to face up. Maybe you don't need a cushion, that's fine too. Don't put your head onto a cushion, knees onto a cushion, because it puts you into this kind of a flexion state, which we don't want to do. You want to lay out as flat as possible. But I know for me, flat really causes issues. So propping up my knees is very helpful. And go ahead and settle in. I will sit up. I can Sorry. And we're going to take a few moments here to really settle in, allowing your body to sink into this space, allowing that practice of yoga that we just experienced to be absorbed into your body. And let's go ahead and bring our awareness first into our breath, just noticing the breath moving. Where do you notice it? Do you notice your rib cage rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale? Do you notice your belly expand? Wherever your awareness is, I want you to bring it to your nose. So making sure your mouth is closed and you're inhaling and exhaling through your nostrils. Bring your awareness to that space, your upper lip, just outside your nostrils. And feel the air as it comes in on your inhales. And then feel it going out as you exhale. Don't increase your rate of inhale and exhale. Don't force your breath in any way. Just let it be where it is and relax, noticing how it feels just right there, just at that opening where the air is rushing by, just on your upper lip. You can perhaps feel that coolness as the air is coming in on your inhales. And the warmth as it comes out on your exhales. Maintaining awareness of that space. And when your mind begins to wander, and that's okay, just bringing it back right here to the breath, to that space right outside the nostrils. Letting the sounds in the environment or your music keep you present in your body. We're just going to stay with this space for today. We will continue kind of crossing that threshold of breath in the weeks to come. But right now, just focusing on the upper lip, the right outside the nostrils, and letting your body relax and center. Take a moment and scan through the body, noticing if you're holding tension anywhere. Sometimes when we create a deep sense of focus, we'll start to tighten up somewhere. So notice maybe your fingers are starting to grip or your legs are starting to tense. And go ahead and invite that space to relax and release. Then bring your attention back to your upper lip, back to that place just outside the nostrils. Now I want you to take your hands and place them on your body. You can put them both on your belly. You can maybe put them both on your heart or one on each, whatever feels right. And imagine sending gratitude into your body, into yourself right now. Gratitude for your body exactly the way it is right now. Acknowledging that this body is where it is because it's exactly the way you need it to be for you to wake up even more, to even more potential for yourself. The tendency to be hard on ourselves, to keep kicking our own ass, to keep giving ourselves a hard time over every little nitpicky part on our body is so prevalent. So just taking this moment, letting all of that go and saying thank you, sending in that love, knowing that just like I said, our feet show up for us every day, so many other parts of our bodies do, whether we honor them or not. From our stomachs, always digesting, no matter what we put in there, to our knees carrying us around, our spine holding us upright, and our lungs. Our lungs breathing all day, every day, without stopping, without attention. Even at the beginning of class today, when I was choking, my lungs were still working hard to keep the breath flowing, to keep that oxygen coming in. So let's take a moment and send gratitude to this body. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way to a seated position. Now, if you are at home and you want to keep doing this practice, stay as long as you like. Pause the video and come back and finish this, whatever you want to do. But if you're ready, start to take some wiggles in your fingers and your toes, rolling out through your wrists and ankles. Maybe you want a full body stretch. Take your time. Roll onto your side. And just give it a couple breaths. Noticing how the body feels. Noticing if there's any places crying out for attention. And then gently on an inhale, press yourself up to a seated position, joining me, sitting up. Place your hands on your chest. Inhale, open your arms, lift your face, lift your chest. Exhale, draw your hands back into the heart. Inhale, imagine opening to receive. And as you exhale, imagine your hands pulling all the love of the universe right into your body. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. One more time. And exhale. So nice. Now take your right arm, your right hand, put it on your left shoulder. Your left hand, put it on your right shoulder. And squeeze, squeeze. Give yourself a big old hug. You know, I read somewhere that hugging yourself has the same benefits as getting a hug from someone else. Your brain can't really tell the difference. So give yourself a hug. Give yourself a hug every day. Especially right now when we can't get out and hug other people as much. Maybe both sides. And thank you so much for coming. Remembering that, there isn't a whole lot in the world that we have control over. In fact, nothing. There's nothing in the world that we have control over except for the one thing we can always choose to do, and that is our breath. No matter what is going on around you, no matter what the world is throwing at you, you can always choose to go inside and take a deep breath. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday. Bye.